season series wraps up between the Denver Nuggets and the Oklahoma City Thunder here at Chesapeake Energy Arena. Since 2013, and the Thunder can earn a playoff berth here tonight with a victory at home. And yet to beat the Nuggets this season, 0-3 in offensive efficiency. It is a true motion offense, Michael, and it's giving the Thunder fits.
Right, and it starts with that guy right there, Jokic. You know, you just got with that. What you don't want him doing is becoming the playmaker that he is so important to for this Denver Nuggets team.
Jeremy Grant comes back down.
You know, another good thing we haven't talked about, partner, is when the Thunder get out in transition. Jokic is not one of those guys who likes to get out.
Excellent young player out of Kentucky. One of the many interchangeable guards in Westbrook for the night.
Yeah, this is tough to do against Paul Millsap. We know this guy is a tough defender from 1 to the 4 position.
And Barton swishes that one. They double team Barton, and Jokic finds one of those cutters. It's Murray again going right to the cup.
And that's what you can't.
Defending Jokic. Another one is crashing the defensive glass. Things that take a lot of focus is Jeremy Grant picking up where he left off against the Pistons. Over his last 3 games, he's actually become the leading three-point shooter for the Thunder on the season. And Harris comes right back and denied the entry pass into Adams. Instead, we'll use one of his screens. Steps back. That 3 is good. And Russell Westbrook had a tough step back and he knocks down.
Nuggets defense is they give up a lot of corner threes.
Millsap spins with the scope as his offensive game. Ball all that often. Usually so reliable. There's a deep catch. Millsap passes out to the perimeter.
Well, I thought Will Bart got away with a travel on that play.
That's Denver turning the Thunder turnover into offense. George, another tough shot, and he went to the bank.
But you're not really putting him in a bad spot because Paul George can easily score off the dribble as he can from downtown.
Denver is off to a 9 out of its first 12. Shooting 75%. That has pushed the Nuggets to a 5-point lead. George again, same play, almost this time at Bart. He might be one of the last guys picked on the playground.
And that's what's so great about this game. It's still a skill game. That's a skill right there from downtown.
The kick out, another open 3. This one is Morris. Caught by Westbrook midair. The reload 3. Give him a second opportunity. Why not? As he will defend Jokic. Pass over to the corner. That 3, that is good. That is the 3rd 3
above the break this season. Jeremy Grant, almost 39%. That's up for Grant from 34% in those areas last season. So a big change for this Thunder team.
They ran him off the 3-point line, and anytime he gets rid of the basketball, you're happy. But there he's got it on the elbow. Sends Morris to the deck, still able to finish despite the help defense.
With Markieff Morris may have gotten fouled. As I said, it was after he ran over Markieff Morris.
George, all kinds of traffic, but right there for the follow slam. That is Torrey Craig. Played on a 2-way contract last year. This is what Billy Donovan was talking about and trying to avoid, and it leads to a second. Really took care of the basketball.
And how about 7 turnovers against 29 assists? Well, you talk about the ratio of that. That's off the charts.
That's good. When Princeton knocked out UCLA in the NCAA tournament.
With that same offense.
Lyles left open, wide open. And he buries the 3. Second opportunity, thanks to Nerlens Noel. Now Schroeder trying to knife his way, looking for some space, off balance as his body was taking him away from the rim, and he still floats it up with the right hand. Pick and roll, Plumlee had his pass deflected. Nader goes hard to the cup and scores. He almost lost it on the way down, stuck with it.
Smart play.
Schroeder got the screen, now fires it back down. Morris, no, and another slam by Noel inside.
And beyond. Always see the ball.
So pay attention to the ball, not the player.
That's a lot harder. It's easier to say than it is to do.
Adams finishes over Mason Plumlee.
He's got that ability.
The ability to initiate the offense in anybody's hand. That's really what you get from Denver. Is Millsap, boy, he has had himself a first half. Paul Millsap now with 7. As he came over to try to be a defensive anchor for the Nuggets, but it's been his offense here over the last 8 games, averaging over 14 points per game. Now Schroeder trying to take him off the dribble, and he does as he floats it up
against Jeremy Grant. Just shot again.
Plumlee doesn't even look to shoot the ball. Instead, he wants to pass out to that corner three. Offensive rebound by Millsap. Now Plumlee again. Ball movement is Mark. Flies by and scores inside. Cleared out, says Mike Malone. The defense comes over and forces the deflection and the turnover. Terrence Ferguson getting it done now. Westbrook goes to the left hand inside.
Too much bounce.
Jokic got double teamed. Millsap again. Continues to feel it on the offensive end. Hawks former teammate of Dennis Schroeder. Adams goes hard. Jokic blocked it initially. Adams maintains.
That's got to be a foul. Thunder picked up that loose change on the floor and got into transition again.
Jokic again passes up the jumper. Instead, takes a couple of dribbles, get a higher percentage. And hard at the defensive player, and Gary Harris lost it. Murray plants himself and drains the three. Different?
I think we're watching the standings a lot of times after games about as much as we're watching the NCAA tournament. Nice pass by Paul George. Steven Adams
to help out to snatch away that rebound.
Look at Steven Adams running the floor again.
Oh, that'll be an and one as he pounds the rim.
15 seconds on the shot clock.
Backdoor cut. Westbrook off the perfect pass from Adams is a 11 in the second. Cut it down to 4. Westbrook going to work inside, right on Gary Harris. And the first bucket for Westbrook in the third quarter. 3 points in the second quarter. We're in the paint.
You gotta love that. Such a high percentage.
You can't leave him open as Jokic nearly averages this Denver team. You look at its core as Ferguson. Oh, did a great job of knocking it free. Now Steven Adams, the big fella, the Euro step over, and he scores inside.
It's not the Euro step.
It's not easy to do for a 7-footer. He looks like a point guard.
Absolutely, especially avoiding that stretching out that rebound. Denver could have easily gotten that.
Westbrook, the hard drive, counter the foul.
That's like a classic. There's like 15 of those movies that have come out since then.
It was a long time ago. It's a long time. I've seen it a few more times than I have.
Well, it's just there's like 8 different versions of it, you know. It's a nice move by Murray, kicking it out. What Denver does.
Now picked up by Jokic. Fun matchup here. Westbrook blows right by him. Backdoor slashing cuts by this Denver offense. So stepping it up here. Able to cut it to a 1-point game. Forcing shots like that by Murray. That is a turnaround.
Team Adams all over him. Give Murray credit. He made a tough shot.
The skip pass, and we are tied as Jeremy Grant delivers the three. The Nuggets, 6th of the night. Murray now matched up with Grant. Steps back, and Jamal Murray continues.
Two of the top teams tonight here on an offensive glass.
Westbrook missed it. Springing free. Harris in transition, and the score. It's over to Craig, who's on the floor pretty much to defend Russell Westbrook. Deep catch by Plumlee. Craig made a 3 in the first half, and he swishes home another 3.
Push yourself offensively. You've had great success in that painted area. Continue to attack. You're on a rest up a zone defense. You need somebody who can get in that middle, have the confidence to take a shot.
And Noel battling Jokic, using that big body for the Thunder defense, especially when he forced that miss from Jokic. Now he's going to go to work inside. And he floats it up over the outstretched. Thunder tied it at 68. It is a 14-2 run. Schroeder comes right back, and there's another follow slam by Noel. And I'm under.
Runs right up the backside and tip jam. That's his second one. Identical plays.
Well, Plumlee comes right back. Playoffs a season to go on the final day of the regular season, losing in overtime to Minnesota. To make the playoffs this year is Nader. Hoists and hits from downtown. Morris surveying the floor, rejects the screen. Instead, floats it up and in with 1.6. Plumlee just in. He's playing with some confidence. The Thunder need to get some confidence here on the offensive end as George used that left shoulder, creates some space and scores. Morris has done a job here coming in, playing the point position. That 3 is good out of the hands of Beasley. Incredible defensive play, but that time it's Plumlee slashing in. As the defense let down just for a moment on the inbounds play as the Nuggets have their biggest lead of the night. Steven Adams on Plumlee. Fights across the lane. How about that running hook shot for Steven Adams, who's playing with so much confidence now on the offensive end. The Thunder initiate the offense well behind the three-point line, and Schroeder with a nice mid-range jumper.
Back buckets will help. Getting those stops, more importantly, on this end of the floor.
But Beasley comes right back with the response. From so many different directions as Miles will give it up to Plumlee. And Plumlee, another move, as he is now 5 for 5 in the game. It's a rebound by George. Tough step back three, splashes home for Paul George, much needed. His first three of the night, back down to single digits. George wants to make his move. Adams on the block. In order to keep it up, keep the pressure on, you got to keep it at single digits. George made one, make it two, as he splashes home another three. Thunder trying to find some sustained momentum. Almost midway through this fourth quarter. Murray, boy, how many tough fadeaways has he had here tonight like that? Thunder trying to get an offensive stop. Murray, boy, he was just camped out underneath. So
Thunder right now, just continue to score. That's going to be a big factor here this final 6 minutes.
George again. Game has really taken a massive step forward. This time Murray got double teamed. Passes out. Barton, the high arcing three is nothing but net.
That's a big shot.
4 and change to figure it out.
15 in the second half for Paul George.
Well, the first one went in. Barton has had the last 2 buckets. Now he throws it away on the cross-court pass intended for Harris. Westbrook to the right at Jokic, scoops and scores. Westbrook. Hounded by Jamal Murray. Carves out some space and comes right back.
Absolutely, wow.
That's unfair. Adams, step for step at Jokic, the nifty move. Murray with 5 on the timer. Heads down by Adams. Adams hand in the face, and Murray buries the biggest. George is going to have to operate with alacrity. Drives quickly down the lane. Barton. Outside the Millsap. Murray trying to run even more clock. Someone's going to have to shoot it for the Nuggets. It's Millsap.
And they're just making all the shots.
And that comeback effort, but it's been Denver's offense. Sleeved off the Thunder as Westbrook again goes right at Jokic. He's come out and taken the NBA by storm and will sweep the season series on the Oklahoma City Thunder, winning all 4 games. As the Thunder can't quite mount the second half comeback, Mike.
Well, and it came down, you had...